Stan's first idea is a global banking play, the iShares Global Financials ETF, IXG.
Yes, as we chatted a lot about financials today, and I do think that investors want to take an overweight in financials going forward into the next year or so. So this IXG ETF basically gives you a basket of global financial companies, including diversified banks, investment banks, asset managers, and insurers. It basically corresponds to the performance of the S&P Global Financials Index. Global macroeconomic picture is improving. We see waning inflation. We see dovish central banks at some point this year, and a reopening Chinese economy. These are all catalysts for financial companies around the world. You look at Europe, they're performing very well this year, and that's why I wanted a global strategy. Europe's already up about 8% so far this year. I think there's some valuation discounts when you look at Europe versus North America. And when you look at this ETF, the financials ETF and the index, it has actually been outperforming the broader MSCI World Index since late 2020. So it has been an outperformer on a relative sense. Valuations still look very good. When you look at the basket of these stocks, you're paying about 1.25 times price-to-book ratio. So that's quite cheap relative to history. You're in this ETF, there's about 49% in U.S. financials and the remainder in international markets, including Canada. Some of the top names in this ETF include Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and HSBC. And you're getting about a 3% dividend yield, which is good.
Okay, yeah, I see Commonwealth Bank of Australia creeps in, and you mentioned HSBC. Okay, Royal Bank of Canada, the biggest, 1, 2, 3, roughly the fifth biggest holding, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, LVMH, Moët Hennessy, Vuitton, luxury play.
Fascinating company, in my opinion. It's a diversified global producer and distributor of luxury goods. The company is in several distinct business segments, number one being fashion and leather goods. That's its largest revenue source. Next is watches and jewelry. Then it's wine and spirits, and then perfumes and cosmetics. Some of its brands, well-known brands, very, very high-end brands, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Givenchy, Tiffany & Co., which they bought a couple of years ago, Fendi, Hennessy, Dom Perignon, and Sephora. So very, very high-end brands. They've really executed well in its acquisition strategy over the years. As mentioned, its $15.8 billion US acquisition of Tiffany back in 2021 really marked one of its larger, more recent high-profile transactions. I think long-term, two things to consider. There is a global consumer trend for premium products, and that is a growing trend. And there is a growing middle class, as we know, in Asia and obviously in China, more particularly. So those are both very strong catalysts for a name like LVMH. They operate about 5,500 stores, more than 5,500 stores worldwide, headquartered in Paris. And they actually have been outperforming broader equity indices, S&P 500 or the MSCI World Index, whatever you'd like to look at, since mid-2016. So definitely performing well. As you know, the CEO is now wealthier than Elon Musk based on the share price and so forth. They report their earnings again on the 27th. And I just expect that their ability to keep market share, their ability to keep margins extremely strong will continue for many, many years.
That's interesting. You're selling products that people want to pay a high price for.
Absolutely. Great business model.
Actually, the stock, just hit a record high this week. They announced some changes. Pietro Beccari becomes CEO of Louis Vuitton, and people seem to like that.
There's been some management shuffle, and the market has responded positively.
What about, so you say there's a consumer trend towards this. We're sick of having so much junk in our houses. We just want good quality stuff?
Yeah, there's a term for it, and it escapes me what that term is, specific term, but generally speaking, there is a, keeping up with the Joneses and having a nicer handbag or a nicer bottle of champagne versus the neighbors. And that's what's happening around the world. And Asia is obviously one of its highest growth engines, and we see that middle class in Asia and in China just being a big, big catalyst for a name like LVMH.
And it looks like the company's boss, Monsieur Arnault, he is now Bernard Arnault. He's now the richest man. He's overtaken Musk with the drop in Tesla stock.
That's right. And the names that I've mentioned is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, they also have Tag, the watch, high-end watch, and many, many different brands under their wing. And they'll continue to acquire, I think. I think they'll continue to acquire those names and keep those prices high and keep those margins high.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a future in becoming a craftsperson, making beautiful handbags, making beautiful clothes, if you have an aptitude for that stuff.
You know, in doing my research on this, it was fascinating to find that there are waiting lists for handbags for certain premium handbags from Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior and Hermes, which is not part of LVMH, but it's quite the market.
Yeah, it's interesting. A friend of mine, I've told this story on air before. Anyway, sorry. They ration the Vuitton handbags anyway in some European countries. They limit the Chinese buyers because they want to stop them going back to China and reselling them. Visa, finally, why do you like this one?
Yeah, I continue to like these digital payment names. Obviously, Visa is the largest the leader in digital payments around the world. Over 3.7 billion credit cards and other payment cards in circulation, 200 countries. We're looking at about $32 billion in U.S. revenues for fiscal 2023. Last quarter, very shareholder-friendly, management announced a new $12 billion share buyback program with an increase of 20% in the dividend. You see the lineups at the airports and you see the prices for travel. There is a big pent-up travel demand that's still happening right now. It's surging, and with China reopening and people in China now wanting to be there, Visa is going to benefit from these transactions in the higher margin cross-border segment. The margins for transactions overseas is always better than domestic, depending on what country you're looking at. So we see that through some of the stocks this month, with some of the casinos and some of the travel companies and airline stocks doing very well. So that's going to help names like Visa. You look at the U.S. consumer, retail sales are still at all-time highs. That's still going higher. Visa, you're looking at, broadly speaking, very, very good cash flow, no material debt, very predictable sales. It's a toll booth, basically. So, you know, it's been outperforming the S&P since late 2021. Still like this name, and it's within our thesis of what's going to happen over the next year.